So we are back to one of my favorite books, and the chapter I'm going to discuss today is called Uncommon Amongst the Uncommon. And this is a phrase that you should live your life by because what this means is most people stop when they get to a certain goal. Most people, you see that guy, he was like the best player at his high school, and then he gets to the NBA and he's just a role player. And David Goggins is somebody that fears complacency. He's somebody that wants to break through that, and it's always about that next challenge. It's always about getting to that mountaintop and seeing that there's another peak right above it, and you got to start working to that now. And he starts the chapter off by talking about basically him going through a heart surgery, and then he flashes you back to all the crazy things he did. And the one that really sticks out to me is after he gets through Navy SEAL training, he goes straight into Army Ranger training. And if you don't know about the U.S. military, like those are the two hardest training, I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously there might be one or two that's harder. Don't come after me. But to go from Navy SEAL Hell Week to Army Ranger School, like nobody wants to do that. Everybody that's in the Navy SEALs, David Goggins says, basically they talk about that week for the rest of their lives. They talk about how hard Hell Week was and this and that, and they never want to go back to it, but they always use it as an accomplishment. And he didn't want to settle for that. He wanted to be more. He wanted to be able to say, like, I did Hell Week, and I did Army Ranger School, and I did this, and I did that, and I ran 100 miles with no training. Like, he was always thinking about the next thing to do in life. He was always thinking about the next challenge, the next thing in front of him. And this is something that I really try to embrace into my everyday life, because it's one thing to go to the gym every single day. It's another to go to the gym every single day and be able to put up a lot of weight, or be able to, throw a 100-pound kettlebell above your head and then, hold it there for a few seconds, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Like, there's always a next level to it. There's always something that you can get better at. There's always a next challenge that you could start working to become uncommon amongst the uncommon, because it's really good to be good at something, but there's always a next level. There's always a next step. There's always a next battle to chase. And when we get complacent, when we see where we are and we're happy, that's where we stop growing. And life is all about growth. Life is all about improving every single day, getting better at whatever it is you want to get better at every single day. And it's a never-ending challenge. And in this chapter, like, you will learn that there's always a next thing. No matter how successful you are, no matter how good you are, there's always a next level. Unless you're Michael Jordan, unless you're Kobe Bryant, like, there is somebody out there better than you, and you got to start chasing that person. You got to start getting on their level. You got to start doing the things that they're doing. Become uncommon amongst the uncommon. That is one of my most favorite phrases ever, and to this day, every time I say it, it gives me chills. The next thing I'm going to do, become the best fighter at my gym. What am I going to do after that? Become the best fighter in the area. What am I going to do after that? Become the best fighter in the U.S. Like, it's always a next stepping stone. It's always a next thing. Like, it's not even just with one area too. You could do this with everything in your life. Like, this YouTube channel, I'm going to have the most subscribers ever. Like, I could say things like this, and that could be my goal, and I could start working to these things. And it's all about finding the next challenge. Like, my goal right now, 1,000 subs on every single one of my channels. When I hit that, it's going to be nice. It's going to feel good. I'm going to be all happy. But if I sit at that level, I'm going to stop improving. I'm going to stop growing, and the channel is going to suffer because of that, because I got complacent, because I wasn't trying to strive for greatness and excellence every day, because I wasn't doing the most for the subscribers of this channel, because I wasn't giving my all, because I wasn't improving and doing these things. Like, I will never be as good as I should be. And that's what this is about. This is about finding everything that you should be. When we get to that mountaintop, we can't give in. We can't relax. We can't take our foot off the gas, because there's always that next challenge. And it's all about chasing that, because let's face it, if you're not growing, you're dying. There's only two types of actions in life. Either you're moving forward or you're moving backward. And when you're chasing this uncommon amongst uncommon title, that is the secret to success in life. So hopefully you enjoyed this review of this chapter. Hopefully you enjoyed the words I said. Hopefully you found them inspirational. I'll leave a link in the description to the book. it's a must read, to be honest. Like, if you want to learn about mental toughness, you will learn every single part of what you need in this book. And this is a book I've read several times. This is a book I've listened to an audiobook like 15, 20 times. David Goggins is a hero to me, so I think this is something that will really help you out if you are struggling, if you don't have that mental toughness, if you don't have that mental edge. And yeah, I can't say enough good words about this book. So go ahead and buy it. Check that link in the description, and catch you in the next one. Thanks.